Hey everyone, I just wanted to show you an example of what's called a Plux. It has the heart, the lungs, the esophagus, and the trachea all together. I'm sorry I didn't get to go over this in class or in lab. Here is the heart. It's surrounded by the sac, which was the pericardium. We have lungs. So this is a lung, this is a lung, and now I want to show you, I don't know if you can tell, but these ridges, these cartilaginous rings, so that is the trachea. We need those rings to keep the airway open when it's under negative pressure. And then this right here is the esophagus, which looks a lot smaller than the trachea. That's because it's just a muscular tube that can that gets bigger when a bolus of food comes. I want to show you, let's see. So this is the larynx, or right above the larynx. And I don't know if anyone's ever heard of the epiglottis, but it's this little cartilaginous bit of tissue, cartilage that comes up. To this way would be our face, the cow's face, and then this way is to the back. And if you feel your voice box in your throat, you're feeling this. And we need this epiglottis so that our food, which we've been chewing right here, can get back to our esophagus and not go down. So this is going down the trachea. We want it not to go down the trachea, but the epiglottis covers it up, and instead it goes into the esophagus, this muscle. And so if it weren't for this bit of cartilage, we would suffocate. Our food would go into our lungs, and then we'd get infections and we'd die. So it's just because this epiglottis, this little bit of cartilage, makes it so our food goes over our windpipe and into our esophagus. So this is just to help everyone understand the cartilage. And then what I'm gonna do is stick a tube. And now, let's see, we'll watch when I fill it with air. Okay, do you guys see? These are the lungs now, all filled with air. Okay, and what's neat is the lungs have small sacs called alveoli, and it's kind of like bubble wrap. When I put it between my fingers, I feel those alveoli kind of popping and pushing out the air, and it's kind of like if you have packaging, the little bubbles in packaging, when you squeeze those, they pop. So, and maybe, let's see, just for fun, or not necessarily for fun, but to show you, I'll try to stick this tube in the esophagus. Let's just see what happens. Okay, the tube is now not in the trachea, but in the esophagus. And if I cover it up, you can see it how it got a little bigger, maybe. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, hopefully that was helpful.